Judgment time.
Dredd vs Death is a sci-fi first-person shooter developed by Rebellion and released in 2003 on multiple platforms. The PC version I will be focusing on. Timestamps listed below for those who are heading direct to the gameplay or maybe the reviews. Does anyone do that? If you are on an Android device, hit that hype button below. YouTube loves hype videos at the minute. I guess I better go over the character a bit first. Have to expect some viewers have no idea what Judge Dredd is. Judge Dredd is a comic book character who first appeared in the second ever issue of science fiction anthology 2000 AD, all the way back in 1977, and ended up becoming the longest running character in the series. Oh, I didn't even know Rogue Trooper was a comic. That popularity garnered Dredd his own magazine in 1990, which led to films and video games. Judge Joseph Dredd, to give him his full title, was created by John Wagner and artist Carlos Esquerra, and also 2000 AD's editor Pat Mills had a lot of input as well. Trying to think of new characters and stories, he brought Wagner on board, who had recently created One-Eyed Jack, a hard-boiled dirty cop story, very Dirty Harry, which Dredd ended up quite a lot like. Drawing on this, they took the name from a horror strip Mills worked on, which in turn was based on a ska artist with the stage name Judge Dredd.
God defines who I am as a person, and I will never turn my back on ska. Ha!
His lyrics are not YouTube friendly, so I can't really play much, but here's a little snippet.
Skinhead, that's what they call him. Skinhead.
Dredd the Ska Man based his name on a song by Jamaican artist Prince Buster. So Dredd dropped the A and became Dredd. Next, the duo turned their sights on the character design, working with artist Esquerra, who had collaborated with Mills beforehand. Wagner suggested Frankenstein from Death Race 2000 as inspiration for the Judge, so Carlos went away and came back with something in the same vein but with more straps, chains and armor. Wagner at first wasn't sold, thinking the outfit was too piratey.
But I don't want to be a pirate!
But soon warmed to the idea of the setting in the far future. All great stuff, but who or what is Judge Dredd? Judges in this comic's future are exactly that. An all-in-one law enforcement street roaming officer in Mega City 1, which looks like this, which is essentially a gigantic prison the world lives in. They have the power to arrest, sentence, and if needs be, even execute criminals on the spot, and Dredd is the toughest of them all. The comics were written around the Thatcher-Reagan days as a satire on the culture, authoritarianism, and the police brutality that comes with all of this. The 1970s had ridiculous crime rates, and all of this came into fruition in the comic. The comics and stories get pretty outlandish as well, with superhumans, ghosts, mutants, eldritch-style horrors, ape crime syndicates. Honestly, I am no long-time fan either. I've previously only seen the films, despite always knowing of the character and that iconic design and frown. The first film adaptation being the infamous Stallone flop back in 1995, costing around $90 million and making only $115 million dues. Sadly, none of the Dredd films have ever been successful regardless of quality, but the Stallone epic failed on other levels. For one, if you've been paying attention to the background pictures at all, you probably noticed that the character never removes his helmet. However, when you cast Sylvester, whose ego overpowers logic and faithfulness, most of the film is sadly spent with his big noggin out in the open. Deuce Bigalow also shows up as the quippy sidekick. Today's game shows up between then and the next film attempt in 2012 with Carl Urban, which is honestly pretty fantastic, despite being one of those 3D is all the rage features after Avatar. Again, didn't do so well at the box office despite great reviews and really capturing Mega City 1's atmosphere. Let's talk Rebellion Developments, an English studio created in 1992 by the Kingsley brothers. After freelance programming work, their first big titles were for the Atari Jaguar and Checkered Flag in Alien vs Predator in 1994. Oh. This kind of looks cool. In the mid to late 90s, Rebellion expanded rapidly and bought up studios and various properties, including Judge Dredd in 2001, exclaiming that the character would feature in an Xbox exclusive, hoping for a 2002 release. More systems and consoles means more money though, and the developers first announced a PS2 version soon after, and then Gamecube, and eventually our version that we're playing today on Windows, released in 2003. Let me just see here, Official site's dead, so let's leave this section with a pitch from Daniel Kearns, Sales Director of Publishers. This fast-paced FPS will offer gamers all the action, weapons, and effects they crave with a unique comic book style element that will set it apart from the crowd. Are these nonsensical words to shift a few boxes, or was Danny Boy onto something? Let's flash forward to the year 2121 and find out who really is the law.
I am the law!
Alrighty, Steam copy ready to go. Are you a game that works straight out of the virtual box? No. Two things I had to grab before I got Dredd up and running were a simple patch to fix that boot up crash and this fantastic custom resolution tool, both of which I'll leave in the description below. Ta-da! Off we go. New account, medium difficulty, and straight into Judge training, which requires at least 20 years of experience. Oof, this video might be a long one. Standard stuff, get to grips with the movement, learn to crouch in tight leather. Not control or C, shift? Shift?
You'll need to jump onto the box, then crouch under the barrier.
Trying to test my crouch jumping skills. Excuse me, I grew up on Half-Life. Adjusting the audio levels at all resets the resolution back to SpongeBob Square. Not doing that again. Have to load up our custom program to reset it all. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's load up where we were. Wait! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Mr. Robot, no!
Watch it, press shall.
Yeah, I meant that one. Off to prison with me. Off to the shooting range to test out our aim. Solid stuff, all very samey as any other training. I'll go over the guns more in depth later. Some hologram shootout simulations next. Learn to save civilians.
Follow me.
I'm right behind you.
Finally, we receive our end of scenario ranking. Is that good? Before every new map, we also get vignettes of story, setting up the following scenes or just fleshing out the world with nice artwork. Side judges mentioned here, they also featured in the 2012 film a division of the judges with psychic powers such as telepathy or precognition. Grot pop. No time for yummies though, the precogs are predicting an epidemic hitting the already trash-ridden streets.
He is the law. You are adoring public. Dredd, you gotta stop holding your fan club meetings outside City Hall. Dredd,
Is that a haircut or a helmet?
the last thing the city needs is an epidemic. Citizens crammed together the way they are, it would spread like wildfire.
Instantly, I have to fix that mouse sensitivity. Always seem to be insanely high on older games.
Come quietly, citizen.
Democracy! What do we want? Democracy! When do we want it now?
Protesting.
Ooh, you better believe that's a pattern.
Pressing E barks commands out, which hopefully gets your target to kneel and accept their punishment. Cuff them and details of what they did as well as their identifications appear on screen. Such a great touch. Unlawful assembly. Putting your Lego sets together badly, you bastard.
Dredd, Hershey wants you to arrest anyone scrawling graffiti outside the halls of justice to set an example.
Just gonna quick save here, always have to test out drops. Fun little exercise, but now it's time to go off and patrol the alleyways, which means we get to see more of the city, the backgrounds, the flying cars, and my favorite parts being the graffiti and advertisements. Oh, what a cool little robot. Zip, zap, zip. Whoa.
Look at me, I'm all skin and bones.
More criminal scum, you're gonna see the same NPCs over and over and over, but all the character designs are fantastic and stand out, just not a lot of them. Sadly, not everyone just accepts their punishments when you shout at them.
I love the smell of justice in the morning.
Is that an Iris judge? Judge Dredd?
Hey.
Oh, never mind, it's the medic unit. Judge Med?
Hold it, creep.
Wait a second, who's a dumbass? I don't remember having a mustache. All basic day-to-day enforcement so far, low-life scum, until we get radio chatter of a nearby bank robbery. Now we're talking. It's time to test out the iconic Lawgiver, Judge's custom pistol, absolute hand cannon with various ammo types to maim, ignite, shoot. All depending on what kind of justice is required. In the training we tried out that ricochet ammo. How about against real targets? Standard fire is far more fast shooting than I would expect, not far off an SMG. Bottom left of our UI is our current law meter. Kill too much, especially civilians, but even naughty boys, and this drops. If it reaches the bottom, it's game over.
That's one perpetrator.
It's honestly very easy to keep in the green though, just arrest the occasional person. Judge Pants on fire, no! You quickly learn that running into firefights, guns ablaze, isn't the way to go in Dredd vs Death. Also, it's better to get cover before you start arresting people. Ow. Suddenly, we are interrupted as the story takes a supernatural turn around this corner. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did he come from?
Check your fire.
Enter the vampires. If this was Vampire the Masquerade, these feral sorts would probably be the Nosferatu types. Hairless beasts that run on all fours at times and attack up close with nasty swipes. They take more damage, but just like everything else in this game, they die with fantastic ragdolls. Seriously, 2003 is right around the peak of ludicrous rubber body nonsense. So much fun footage. Vampires catch fire very well too.
IX. More vampires.
Oh no, they got the chunky lady?
That's my lady.
Watch where you're shooting.
More vampires.
Okay, that time it might have been me. The hoodlums use a standard pistol, which they drop on death. We can try it out as well, and it's a solid second choice. You can only ever hold 2 weapons at once, and one is always your lawgiver. Oh look, it's my channel. Huh, more progressive than I thought. Maybe more than now even.
There's here, folks.
Dr. Dick Icarus? Fluffy? He's alive!
Rookie? Yeah, that tracks. You unlock stuff at the end of maps, possibly depending on how well you did. Stuff for multiplayer and other modes. Second map now, those pesky vampires took over an aircraft. Yep, that one. Which crash landed into a big prison facility and all hell is breaking out. We arrive on our Lawmaster bike to clean up the trash. Prison trash. Hear murmuring of dark judges a lot, a prevalent plot point of both numerous comic stories and Dredd vs Death storyline. Interdimensional beings hell-bent on eliminating all sin, which includes life itself. They have wiped out the entire population of their homeworld and now turn their sights on Megacity 1.
Stay frosty.
20 years.
Pervert. Oh. Early on in this level we get a new weapon, again one we tried out in the shooting range, the rifle. Just like our lawgiver, it's one of the few guns with different fire modes. Sniper or assault rifle, pick your poison. Ah, Judge Shamrock, top of the morning to you.
This could be that plague the side division judge has been talking about.
You're going away for keeps.
It is October now, which is the spooky month of the year, and no, I didn't choose this game as a horror title, but this section, and even more so later on, definitely give me horror vibes. The lighting, vampires jumping right in your face. It's a bit spooky. Plenty of other judges around here as well, some not as helpful as I would have thought. I'll go over the AI in a bit, I guess.
You're taking the big ride.
Fascist!
Your choice, Bert. I'll pack your corpse into a recycle crate myself.
Oh, my perps. Our jump is so slow. In fact, the movement feels... It's not bad or wrong, but it's a tiny bit off. You get stuck on the scenery a lot and anything that juts out very easily.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
You, Doc?
I'm hit.
You're gonna feel a slight prick.
Do you want to heal him? No?
It's only a flesh wound.
Alright.
I'll take vampires over Judge Emmit. Go ahead.
very bizarre having turrets on your side in a game. Well done, Robo Friends. Oh, fuck off.
Warning. Fail-safe locking mechanism deactivated. Emergency release activated.
Oh look, it's me when I upload a video. The poop has hit the fan. The Dark Judges have been released from their stones. Death cultists are setting things in motion, preparing rituals so that the Dark Judge spirits can inhabit physical bodies. Let's ride to the docks where some side judges have gone AWOL.
Life imprisonment.
Hey!
Oh, whoops. Oops. My bad.
Help!
Drop your weapon.
Go ahead.
2 years per.
Not the best nickname.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Finally, we get Dredd's shotgun. Remember, folks, always get the shotgun right in your FPS games, and this one does the job.
Don't move, creep.
Eat me.
Graffiti in front of meaty?
Get on your knees.
Don't you dare run from the law. Get back here.
Drop your weapon.
We had the simp and here's the gimp. I bet they go on wild adventures together. Another new weapon drops for us on the docks, the large assault rifle or minigun. For when you want fire speed over firepower. Not bad, not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Dredd, I may not make it in time.
You will be judged in time.
Life imprisonment. Drop your
Death
weapon.
is never.
You have to put those cuffs on. Tactical retreat.
Wait, pretty sure I had a head.
Hold it, creep.
Also a laser rifle, just tons of new toys dropping down in the docks. This one kinda stinks though, charge up, not much payoff, last option only.
Now is not my time.
I might count that as today's skeleton, unless something shows up later on. I'm saying nothing.
Don't move, creep.
Oh my god, it's one of the Eurythmics. The one that's not Annie Lennox. We arrived too late, the Dark Judges have obtained physical forms and walk the dystopian land now. Their powers at peak levels, nigh on unstoppable. So it's time for a shopping break in the mall. Street Judge! Yeah! That's better, right? New zombie models here, the undead shambling about in a mall. Can't think of any reference I could use. Let's see if the Dark Judges are behind this.
Justice will be served.
Oh, we have a punch as well. Right click to whomp enemies, and honestly, this is one of my favorite punches in an FPS. Fantastic for finishing off enemies. Is Captain Falcon based on this? The look, the punch. Look at that cheeky grin. I like this guy. Gordon Rennie wrote a Dredd vs Death novelization published by Black Flame as a tie-in to the game. Rennie has done tons of novel work for 2000 AD as well as a lot of Warhammer stuff. Back in the mall, let's be honest, will malls even exist in the future? We escort some trapped shoppers to safety, ignite some zombies to show up that fantastic lighting system for the time. This corridor shambling about, green blood splurting, makes these sections feel like House of the Dead. House of the Dread? Oh, a disco. Oh, I got caught up in the music. Big repeat section for me at the end here. Vampires hit so hard up close. One mess up and it's over, and you can probably see how well I aim by now. I do get to show off the Lawgiver's explosive shot though, just a beast of impact, sending bodies flying. Best weapon in the game, chef's kiss. Mwah. Risky salute there, Dredd.
Tech Division has run tests on the vampires and the undead creatures. They're both infected with PET regen retrovirus.
Looks like the Dark Judges aren't responsible then.
And Senior Judge, Dredd would be proud of me. The Dark Judges were not behind the virus outbreak. Remember hearing those vet advertisements? That Dr. Icarus has developed a retrovirus spreading rapidly, so we head to his laboratories to find out the source and reasons why.
Give it up, perp!
I don't enjoy arresting the robots, they look so sad. 3 months, it'll fly by, trust me. I'll come visit you.
Cooey, friend, could you let me out of this prison?
The AI is often not the best. They will seek out new weapons if they lose or get theirs shot down, that's cool. But a lot of the time you're gonna find them stuck waiting for the go signal.
There's an ISO cube with your name on it.
We blow up the power stations to unlock the center and find the doll.
Ah, the famous Judge Dredd. What brings you here?
Icarus, I'm shutting this facility down.
Icarus has been experimenting with a serum for what else? Immortality. We catch up with him just as he tests out his groundbreaking formula on himself.
Brock, where is Icarus's body gone?
Not the best level, but the closing section grants us a new grenade launcher. Nade launcher plus death cultist ragdolls equals fun times for all.
Man down. Dead or alive?
You're coming with me.
Sadly, they do have them too. I think you've had enough coffee, mister.
Hello there, do you mind if I... Oh!
Drop him!
Be gentle with me.
You're going away for keeps.
Oi! What the? I'm trying to be the law here, jerk. That's it, you're getting a punch on the bum. While we meander through the grittiest street map in the game, fighting more cultists and vampires, escorting judges, and finding new laser pistols, let's listen to the score. All composed by Paul Leonard-Morgan, it's suitably techno-rock tension-filled background atmosphere. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it fits the mood perfectly. Ooh, cybergoth. The hospital map is fantastic.
Dark Judges, zombies, vampires, we're doomed.
Not unlike the shopping mall, it's saving civilians and quarantining them while everything else becomes undead and gnaws at you. Hold on, didn't you fall down? I guess you bounced right back up.
Come with me.
Man. Macheen, would you like an Irish guy rambling over older games that are somewhat forgotten? God, his voice is so annoying. Just turn that off. Everyone's safe and sound in their quarantine pods. We head upstairs to the medical section where the first Dark Judge waits for us. Judge Mortis, what a fantastic design. This sheep's skull adorned ghost of pestilence spreads rot and decay everywhere he goes. We have to get the hostages out around him and then release some gas to lure him away. Okay, let the fart gas out after we rescue them. Ah, crap, I'm sorry. You gonna be okay? After that, Mortis kinda just quarantines himself at the end. Strange one, but a great level. Just which Dark Judge is up next? This is Judge Fire, formerly known as Fuego, who burned down his school to begin his trailblazing path of death. Who does our voice, by the way? Toby Longworth. Oh, he's done a ton of stuff. Very straightforward level. Find ways into the control room to get the system working, then move up level by level, drawing Mr. Fuego out under the sprinklers. The sprinklers aren't helping! Ghostbusters.
Here, have my security pass. You needed more than me.
Ooh, nice cheekbones. We do have grenades, by the way. They are rather pointless, especially against anything non-human, which is most of the enemies. Let's try out our Irish ammunition. Ricochet. They just don't do enough damage despite such a cool idea. Situationally, I guess they're kind of useful.
I hid from Judge Death, but what if he comes?
Save us!
Is that a Stallone voice? Come on, fall into the red gloop. I want to see what happens. This map, us hunting down Judge Death inside the Resic building. What is Resic? Oh. It's all metallic corridors, factory setting. It's very basic, but not unfun. The gunplay is never dull in this game. Sadly, we don't get to fight Judge Death when we corner the nasty bastard. Maybe the most recurring villain in Judge Dredd comics ever, an unkillable force of evil, grew up torturing animals, the standard manifesto of a psychotic individual. Kinda disappointing. Our side division doesn't even ghostbust the spectral floater in time, and he escapes to the Undercity. The chase is on.
Anderson. Anderson! Rock!
I guess we don't go that way. Nice neon colors, but ultimately, as you would expect, underground means it's a very dark experience, making our way through ruins and fighting vampires or undead. Luckily, dead judges are everywhere to top up our lawgiver ammo. Ooh, cool. Uh-oh. We find an underground museum full of fun curiosities where we attract death to.
Stop.
There's an ISO cube with your name on it.
To judge me.
Hands behind your head, creep.
Death lives!
Come quietly, citizen.
You're unfit to judge me, unbeliever.
For a showdown with more bear traps than you would expect. This isn't Judge Death, this is Judge Fear, with that iconic helmet. Apparently his face underneath has only been revealed twice ever. Ew. It's the final level. Through the portal after Judge's fears elimination, we break through to the dead world, where these dark judges inhabit. Let's see what's really going on. What was that? Better late than never, we have skeletons. Save them to the end. This is a spooky game, I told you. Vampires, of course, are round 2 in this bizarre landscape. Temples of worship in a barren land with bones jutting out in agony everywhere.
Don't mind me.
Another game where the villain has a powerful woman zapped by 3 lasers in the finale. What are the chances? Death is here, just floating about in need of a physical form, and just look who is ready for that. Dr. Icarus's mutated serum corpse. With the side judge's powers drained, he can inhabit this and be nigh on unstoppable. It's boss time. Just what will we do? Well, obviously you don't fight him and you just release the judges. He's kind of slow anyway and lurches around behind you.
Just one more.
That is about it. Once they group up and combine their psychic powers, it's all over. We jump in the portal and return home to cozy, mega city.
We just eliminated the last of the vampires from Sector 5. The regen infestation is over.
Just another day for Dredd. He doesn't even take a coffee break. The law doesn't do flat whites, apparently. Maybe a latte? To the custom lawmaker! I missed the trumpet last week, how dare. My playtime for Dredd vs Death was about 6 hours, I would say. With all the faffing about deaths and screw-ups, you could easily do this in 4 to 5 hours, I would say. Not a long game by any means. That is ignoring arcade mode as well, which are unlocked scenarios you obtain from completing certain objectives in the single player, as we saw at the end screens. No, not that one. Alrighty, this is a game past the year 2000. Metacritic might actually have some reviews and an aggregated score on this one, and indeed it does. 55. Yikes. Lots of snippy lines to sum up this 2003 game. It's the same score roughly on all platforms as well. Just what have we got here? The highest score number is a 69 from bonus stage. I can't say I know the name. I can see they're doing very well. Someone at this publication said, arrests are fun for about 2 levels and then you notice the same few sayings repeating when you slap the cuffs on perps. Okay, right there. So weird to pick on the arrests, which, okay, they are the same after a bit, but this is such a small part of the game. It's like saying, oh, Doom is fun and all, but once after a few levels finding the same keys over and over, you notice the repetition. Eurogamer on the other end of the scale gave Dredd vs Death a 30 out of 100. Bloody hell. A total waste of a fantastic license, incredibly anticlimactic, a mere 6 hours long, uninspired levels and identical enemies, and achingly tedious to play. Once finished, I had to quickly uninstall lest I accidentally clicked on that hateful icon again. Did we even play the same game? Hateful? Achingly tedious. No more of this slander, let's do the good and the bad and start with the bad, I guess. Okay, let's get this one out of the way. It is the same enemies and NPCs you see over and over. Doesn't bother me too much as someone who plays boomer shooters a lot. I guess it does affect the immersion when you're trying to create a big mega city or world. Towards the end of some of the escort maps, you spend a good while just roaming around the buildings looking for hostages you missed, just wanting the map to end. No hints or markers. Also, escort missions full stop, I guess. Boss fights aren't great, especially the grand finale. How much times have I said this, but FPS games, especially older ones, never got this right. Even like my favorite game ever, Quake, has a terrible boss. It's too short. Yeah, the reviewers above say it gets boring, but I disagree. I would have happily taken another few hours of this. Maybe shake things up, sure, new types of levels, a bike section, whatever. Enough negativity, let's get to the good stuff. The good. Ragdolls, and some of the best ones. Reminds me of Area 51 and other games around this time. Weighted bodies just flying all over the place, never ever gets boring and keeps fights fresh. I wouldn't say it's a perfect lineup of guns, that laser gun is fairly shite, but most are very solid. Great shotgun, solid rifle, fantastic nade launcher, and I always loved using the lawgiver. Best fire modes, the impact and ignition ones. Perfection. Shout out to that punch as well, one of the best. Very solid score as mentioned previously, really suits the setting and amps up fights. The graphics are top notch, I didn't talk about them a lot, but they really are great. The judge models, dark or not, that time splitters-esque lighting on all the characters, and watching enemies on fire move through a dim corridor, it looks great. Personally, I found the story fun, so much so I want to grab some Dredd comics. I'm sure that reading the original material might make this game's narrative feel a little weak in reflection. But the fact that I've become a fan at all means it did its job for me. What a terrifying and terrible world I can't wait to know more about. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time on this game. I picked it up for less than €1 in a sale on a whim and I couldn't be happier with the purchase. I was taken aback by how low the review scores were for this at the time. What other FPS games in 2003 were upstaging this so much? Will Rock? Unreal 2? Chrome? Okay, Call of Duty 1 and Jedi Academy are fantastic, but hardly comparable. This game gets the shooting right, it sets up the world and character of Dredd. The stakes are obvious from the get-go, the world detail is there, and I love exploring the alleyways and seeing the posters and world graffiti. Judge fans out there, does this represent the world well? Does it do it justice? Do let me know in the comments. All I know is that I left Dredd vs Death wanting for more. Looking at the Metacritic, the user score is much higher as well, so fans out there do exist. I easily recommend this game to anyone interested, even if you just want a sci-fi horror shooter. It's dirt cheap, looks and sounds great, and has some really solid action in there. It's sorely overlooked as a first-person shooter from the early 2000s, not nearly talked about enough. Thank you all for watching this far into the video. I came across such a gem this week. Love stumbling across a game like Dredd, opening up a new world to me. It is October, so I'm hoping to do a more horror-themed game next week. Nothing picked yet, so let me know quickly if there's older, lesser-known horror titles I should check out. A huge shout out to my Ko-Fi supporters as always, keeping things running smoothly, as well as any super thanks and tips. It all goes such a long way. There is the link if you want to support me. I'll throw up my Blue Sky and Twitter as well. Keep an eye on what I'm working on and throw me suggestions, whatever you feel like. I always do a guessing game thing as well. Just liking, commenting and sharing this video is a huge deal to me as well. Thank you so much if you do that, and if you don't, why not? Tell me below why you won't comment. New videos every Friday. Come join in the premieres and have a chat and a laugh, or a sleep, I don't know, they might be boring sometimes. Hope everyone is doing well out there. I'm Mystery Machine and I hope to see you next week.